So when I was at the Bahamas, I got these long socks. They were pretty cheap. Of course, I wanted a shirt and like other stuff, but like this was one of them, and I definitely got me a keychain. So yes. Hi everybody, and welcome if this is your first time. If this is your second or third time, welcome back, y'all. We are set for another vlog, and this is for the Bahamas. But first, before I begin anything, please subscribe, give this a thumbs up if you are looking forward to going to the Bahamas. Definitely have this in your category of likes of videos, so that way next time you go, you know what to go to. And if you have any comments, like, leave it down below. I'm willing to respond to you and everything. So the Bahamas, which was pretty lit. I went with my brother Josiah, who is also a producer. You guys should definitely check him out. He does my intros and my music to my videos. So my brother is in college, and my mom wanted him to go to the Bahamas for his spring break, and she wanted me to go so that way he doesn't go by himself. She pretty much did the hotel and booked his flight, and I just booked my flight. Now, in the conversation between my brother and I, we basically talked about, like, what are we gonna do, how much money are we gonna bring, and are we gonna rent a car or not. The money, we pretty much brought like $800. At least I did. I don't know how much my brother brought, but I usually, before I like go on a trip, I usually look up how much money to bring throughout like that time, whether it's like a week or 4 days, 3 days, what have you. And they tell me, and then I just take it from there. So at that time, I saved like $800. Then the next thing is events. Like, what are we gonna do? I'm usually like the event planner type of person. I like to like go places and do stuff and stuff like that. So I already told you on my last video in London that I usually go on Eventbrite, events in a city. I found out about GPS in a city where you could like walk and like, like sightsee and stuff like that. But I didn't really use it out there. My favorite was Facebook, because at that time it was pretty good and literally a lifesaver, because the events that we were originally gonna go to was like 30 minutes away, and 30 minutes away isn't bad when you're driving, but at that time we didn't have a car, we had bikes. Unfortunately, where our hotel was definitely in the cut, so we weren't really able to just like go out and get a taxi unless we went to our hotel lobby. But and we did use that, but it's kind of expensive. So at that time we were like, we just touched down at the Bahamas, so we were like, what are we gonna do to get to where we gotta go? And then supposedly, like, when we were in the lobby, when we first checked in, we saw all of like the advertisements and stuff like that, and there was definitely an advertisement for bikes, which was like $25 per person for like 24 hours. So that's what me and my brother did. It was definitely good to have, because you basically are exercising. It was like fun at the time, like good for the experience and stuff. But I wouldn't recommend it, because the Bahamas, like, they don't really like give courtesy to bike riders like we do in like America. And and it's the truth, because while we were out there and we were bike riding, like, people were honking their horns at us like we were disrespectful, like we were interrupting something. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend bikes. But that's neither here nor there. But we definitely had a good time and so forth. In the midst of all of this happening, we obviously wasn't expecting anything to really like not go for us, if that makes any sense. And it's not to say that anything bad did happen, but things did get canceled. Like, our plans definitely got canceled. Like, whose plan didn't get canceled? Okay, so our plans really got canceled because it was like our second day, and at that time around March, which was like the second week of March, where everything was kind of like peaking and like shutting things down and stuff like that, So we planned on going to an event, and like as soon as I got ready, like face beat, dress, all of that, like ready, it got canceled. And I was like, you're joking, right? I just got ready. Like, really? So we were just like, okay, what are we gonna do? So that pretty much affected everything. As soon as that happened, it was text messages we were receiving about everything. Just from my friends, like, you guys are gonna have to come back home like tonight because you guys are pretty much gonna like be stuck there and whatnot. Somebody got sick, some tourist got sick and affected one of the Bahamians down there. So that's why everyone started freaking out. Restaurants were shutting down, stores was getting closed. I mean, I wasn't that nervous, and maybe I should have been, but I wasn't. But I did definitely call my coworkers and just to double check, to hear from their side of like what's going on. And thanks to them, like they basically told us like, you guys are good, you guys are safe, just have your, have fun, have your good time, but just know like things are definitely going to be shutting down. So we just made the most out of it, and that's what we did. So that's basically what went down at the Bahamas. The video definitely speaks for itself, but I wanted to give you a lot more information on what was going on while we were out there, especially during this time when COVID was happening. So I definitely want to fulfill you guys on that. I definitely would recommend going at the Bahamas and doing everything you can out there, because we had a great time. We just got to do it on a time when stuff like this is not happening, So I always tell you guys this. Thank you so much, because you could have chosen any video on YouTube, but you chose mine, and I really appreciate that. Mwah. I said it on Kiss and your phone. Put it down. What up, man? Trying to make the most. Word. Oh, Lord.
what I'm saying? We get blessed, you know?
Day 3.